What's up, guys? My name's Alex Nelson.
And I'm Tyler Bailey,
We want to welcome you to Versed
where we talk about our life experiences that have brought us here.
and becoming more versed into what matters to us. Let's get it.
It's better than anything you were doing in the past. What? Episode Diaz. Is that how you spell? Is that how you say 10 in Spanish? Isn't it Diaz?
Diaz.
Diaz.
Diaz or Diaz?
Why are you looking at me?
Don't you speak Spanish?
Filipino.
They speak Spanish?
No, they don't.
Some do.
Don't look at me.
I thought some do.
Before we were,
Do they not?
I mean, some of our words derive from Spanish, but that doesn't mean we speak Spanish.
Sorry, man. Jeez. Let's just start this whole episode over again.
what? No, why? No, we did that last time and it didn't work.
Episode 10, man. It doesn't matter if it's Diaz or nothing. It's 1-0. It's 10.
Okay, so
Episode 10.
So we were talking about me working out, and I was trying so hard because it's a big deal for me. In my past, I have just discipline's a huge thing from the physicality side of my life. So now I'm starting to do it, and I'm like, it's super disciplined, but it's consistent. That's what
like it's
the big
about,
word.
man.
Yeah, but when I was saying it to you, you were grinning.
No, I wasn't.
And I wasn't being insecure. If you had something to say, I was gonna. I was gonna let you say it.
I didn't have anything to say, though.
But you do now.
You assumed I did. Hold on. You assumed I had something to say about
I
your
did.
physical fitness, and I did not have anything to say. But because you assumed and you put that on me, I then ate it up. I then ate it all up
It's a good intro.
and was like, wow, this is actually really good.
This is awesome.
I think this is really funny. Alex is really questioning whether I think what he's doing is legitimate physical fitness or not.
Because I value who you are.
I value
my dude.
I value you, man.
Uh-huh.
This
But
is
I also-
episode 10, bro.
But I also value the fact that you are a professional CrossFitter.
I'm not a professional CrossFitter.
Yes, you are. In my eyes, it's in my book.
Well, thank you, man. That means a lot to me.
And I appreciate you.
Come on, bro.
Okay.
Episode 10.
You know what's really awesome? This is a big celebration
It is a big celebration.
because this is number 10.
Oh, Elijah. Let's go. Elijah on the mic. Elijah on the mic. Enoch on the mic. Enoch on the mic. Okay.
That was awesome. Elijah, do you have anything to say on
Live air.
10?
It's live air, live action.
Yeah,
Elijah.
this is live.
What do you, Elijah, our producer, how do you feel about episode 10? How do you feel that we are at episode 10?
Come on. It's a Bermuda Triangle right now.
If you think we said we'd get to 100 episodes, right? We are at episode 10, which means if we do this in physical fitness form, 10 sets of 10. So what we just did, we have to do 9 more times. I almost couldn't count again.
No, it's 10. Oh, because we're in the
9
we're
more
in the
times.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Elijah, you got anything?
Yeah, you got anything? Don't do that. This is the episode we're super stoked because you're going to
Don't play your crossword puzzles right now, man.
Here's the thing. We're 10 episodes in. That's a lot of editing. I still need a new computer. So,
Hey, which by the way,
Anybody out there? Anybody out there?
Okay, let's just do this live
Let's do
on
it,
our
man.
pod right
You
now.
never know, bro.
What kind of? Why don't you tell the world right now what kind of Mac do you need? And let's believe all together right now.
Come
and
on,
people
man.
online to believe that you're going to get a Mac.
That's
Oh, yeah,
real. We're
for
taking
sure, bro.
faith here. We're bringing. This is what this podcast is all
Yeah.
about. We're bringing faith into it. So say it.
God's about the details. and
Say
he
it with
loves
your-
conversation.
say it with your
newest
chest.
MacBook Pro.
Say it again.
The newest MacBook Pro.
Yeah. What size?
But maxed out.
Like everything. Terabyte. What? How big
Like
terabytes?
however many Apple will let you buy.
Okay, so we're talking $5,000
Yeah, sure.
for
Maybe 4.
35.
Oh, that's
30.
not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Nah, that's not too
I
hard.
assumed it'd be like 10K or something. I don't have a laptop, so I don't know.
Bro, that's not too hard for Jesus.
Nothing.
Nothing
is.
says. Oh,
Dang,
did we say that at the same time?
that was huge. Can we say it all at the same time too, and I be a part of it?
You're done.
Okay. Anyways, so how about right now, in Jesus' name, we're just gonna agree right now on the pod. In Jesus' name, Elijah's gonna get his new laptop.
Yes, Lord, please.
I pray it's from someone unlikely, someone he doesn't know. And I pray, even if it's a supernatural way, but we call in for Elijah the most advanced MacBook Pro
Come on.
that's ever been made in Jesus' name. And we call it in.
We believe it in faith,
And we put a stake in the ground right
and
now.
we receive it in faith.
Yes.
In Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Wait, why would you put a steak in the ground?
As a memorial.
Oh,
Not a piece of meat.
No, as a memorial. So we'll never forget this moment.
oh, I was gonna say like, I don't want you to put salt on it.
That sounds crazy, man. We're talking about crazy things this episode.
Yes, we are. That is a great.
King of Segway. King of Segway. King of Segway. I'm so good.
I
I'm
think
so
about
good.
it,
I'm
but
not
in my
good.
mind,
It's the Lord who does it for me. He just puts it on my mind and I say, shoot. And I do
No,
it.
but it's funny because in my mind, I'm like, I might can navigate it in there, and it's like right when I'm thinking it, you're like
Bam.
XYZ.
Sniper. Sniper shot. Ultra kill.
Which American Sniper? That's a dope movie.
Great movie.
Is it Bradley Cooper?
Oh, it is.
So great, man, dude.
Yeah.
He beefed up in that movie. You ever heard him talk about how much food he ate?
I did not.
Bro, he ate food, like tons of food, tons of carbs, tons of protein. I think he ate meat like all the time, but he ate probably 6 to 8 times a day though, constantly eating.
In college, because when I lived in the dorms,
Mm-hmm.
we had a calf. I don't know why they call it a calf.
What's it?
It's like a cafeteria.
Oh, but they
cafe.
call it a calf.
They call it a calf.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Anyways,
Wait,
in the
wait. What college did you go to?
San Diego Christian College.
What's funny is Vanguard had a cafeteria, and everyone called it the Calf because there was a sign outside that said cafe.
I know.
But
That's
the
I don't.
Same
the
thing for you?
Fell off, so it was just the Calf.
I don't
So everyone called it the Calf. I think
Is that a
was the
California?
story.
Is this a California thing?
I don't know, man.
I went to Vanguard for like 3 weeks, and then COVID hit, and then I got kicked out at the end of the year because my grades were bad. So
Maybe the E on our cafe also fell off, and I don't know. Anyways, the calf, man.
Yeah.
I mean, terrible food. But the one food that was consistent there was the pizza.
Was it fire?
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Was there corn with it? I remember when I was in elementary school, we had corn.
Corn?
Bro, when I was in elementary school, we had corn with our pizza.
Dude,
yeah, it was on the side.
Yeah, see,
what?
yeah, we had corn and then chocolate milk. But for some odd reason, at 6 years old, slapped.
All right. Was it like elote or was it just straight
No, it was just straight up like corn.
Oh,
the can.
wow.
Was it
Crazy.
that sweet corn or?
But
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, dude, I had pizza.
Oh.
And I had 24 slices of pizza
Ah.
in 3 days
I'm
in
sorry.
college. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, because there was nothing else good to eat.
Which, speaking of pizza, you were just in New York recently.
Not
Did you
really,
have-
but it was about 2 months ago.
Well, that's recently. That's not like a year ago.
I guess it's recent.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, man.
relevant.
I'm sorry.
That's
You're right.
recently 2 months ago. If I said recently and it was like 2 years ago.
I think
but
of
you were
recently
there.
like within weeks.
Oh, or like a week or like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like if you said,
The other day.
if you said, oh, not that long ago, I guess that's also recently. Anyways, continue, man.
Gosh.
This is just crazy.
But you had pizza, didn't you?
Of course I did.
What was the biggest slice you had?
It wasn't a big slice. It was a box. of slices that I had. Yeah, shout out Prince Street Pizza.
Was big as this table? Because there's some that are
Like
about
the box, I would say it's probably like a square box, probably about the size of this table.
But
yeah.
a slice is one.
Yeah, but they do it was square cut.
Oh.
So
was it deep dish?
I think no.
Oh,
New York,
this
bro.
is-
New York, bro. Come on. What are you doing?
I don't like squared.
Okay, well it was square and I can't take that back now. It was square cut pizza and you're gonna like that it was for this story.
It's not my story.
Square cut pizza, and there was probably like 8 slices in there, and I pretty much had all of them. And the next day on the plane home was really bad. I didn't use the restroom. I just was having the worst stomach ache of life, though. I was like, this is a bad thing, dude.
I love it.
Yeah, but
Just,
shout out Prince
just
Street.
feeding Ace. Just it was terrible.
Dude, it was crazy. But yeah, New York pizza, honestly. Okay, I went to Chicago in the past. I love deep dish. Lou Minotti's in Chicago, I think, has the best
wanna go to
deep
Chicago
dish
so bad.
pizza. It is so good. I love deep dish. It's more of like a dessert, man. But so like the first time I went to New York, Jess was like, no, you're going to love New York style way better. Just wait. I said,
Oh,
okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Because your perspective and what you've been holding on to is
what I've
only-
experienced. It was so good. But she was right.
she was right.
She was right. New York pizza, yeah. You can go-
Fire.
here's the thing about New York is that any like spot, any spot that says pizza here, it's going to be good.
Oh, 100%.
It's going to be good. I don't think there's a bad slice of pizza I've had in New York. Some people could probably have heard that would probably say I've had a bad slice before, but I have not. So
I'm trying
and
to
I've had
figure out-
several different places in New York now.
I'm trying to figure out the place I went to. Oh, I think it's called, is it Pizza Barn? Pizza Barn? I don't know. When I was with Circuit Riders, my first tour in 2019, we were in I was on the East Coast, so we were in Connecticut and New York. And it was the first time I ever had like legit New York pizza. And it was insane. And there's this place in Manhattan. I can't remember what street it was off of. But it was just packed. But the slices, I mean, that's all you needed was just
Yeah.
one slice.
Like Costco like size slice, right?
No. Like
bigger?
3 times that size.
Oh, at this spot,
To where you fold it.
Costco's got some big pieces, man.
They do. But what's the ranking on Costco pizza for you? Like 1 out of 10. What would
I
you
mean,
give
a
it?
5. It's not real pizza.
That's your honest answer?
Yeah, we're comparing Costco pizza to New York pizza. It's getting a 5.
Okay. No, I respect that. How would you compare DiGiorno to Costco?
3.
So you give DiGiorno a 3.
I'm not saying it tastes bad. I'm just saying it's not like this isn't legit pizza.
Comment below what's y'all's favorite pizza. I don't know.
Like it's about the experience, about walking into the place,
No, okay.
like
I respect that.
fresh dough.
Mhm.
Like they made it just that day. You know, I don't know. I don't know if Costco does that. I've never been back there.
You don't have to. They make it right in front of you.
No, they don't. They just hand you the freaking thing.
I watched them make it.
Okay.
It's a great view. I'm just standing there with my receipt waiting for my number to be called.
Yeah. Pizza's good though. I love pizza.
Chicago, that's like the place I've wanted to go.
Yeah. Chicago's good. Have you had any deep dish or East Coast style pizza before, Elijah?
No.
Okay.
Do you like Costco pizza?
Yes.
What would you What would you rate What would you rate Costco? Be honest. I mean, he gave a 5.
Okay. I give it a 7.
Respectably.
Respectably.
Respectfully.
There it is.
Okay, are you done talking?
Yes. I was waiting for you to finish.
Oh my gosh.
So you give it a 7.
Elijah, let me just ask you this. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
I was going to say it.
Well, too bad.
Well, how crazy are we getting here?
PG under PG, but like what is the absolute?
GP rated.
God, he's thinking so hard.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Okay,
You gonna think about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
cool.
Uh,
Since we're on the calf story, I have a great one.
okay. Is this
It's
in
more of a-
college?
Yeah, it's more of a prank. So I played baseball in college, and I don't think I've ever shared this story on here, which it's great. The new kids who come on the team, we did a prank with one of like the underclassmen who said, or we had him sit at the table and we said, "Hey man, we got this ice cream cone challenge here. And if you finish a full-on ice cream cone under 30 seconds, you and the rest of the underclassmen, you guys get out of conditioning for the entire week." And he was totally gullible and was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm up for that. Let's do it, you know? All right, cool." So I went and grabbed the cone and I filled it with ranch dressing
Oh,
to the top of the cone. And then I put vanilla soft serve all the way up. So he had to chow down like really quick.
and then he gets to that last piece. Oh,
I still have the image in my head, man.
did he throw up?
Bro, he was going to town. We're like, all right, 30 seconds on the clock. Homie had a stopwatch at the time. So he's like, clicks it. Yeah. We're like, yeah, go. The bro's like, yeah. Let's just go into town on the ice cream. Well, this dude was like, he did great. He got within like 15 seconds. Like he was just demolishing it. But as soon as he got to the cone, he decided, I'm going to stuff this whole thing in my mouth at once. Bro, he put the ice cream cone in his mouth and he put his hands.
It's
up
like
there.
how that chocolate syrup just sits just well on that bottom.
Bro, he put his arms up in the air like he won a race. He said, "Yeah," and then he like bit into the cone, and all this ranch just starts spraying out of his mouth.
That's nasty. Was it Hidden Valley?
I don't know, man. It was calf ranch. But bro, it
Some
was,
lady made it in the back.
it was so good. Oh, it was so good. I'll never forget it. It was so good.
I remember when I was in junior. Was I in high school? Oh, I was in high school, and I remember youth. We were doing like a relay race, and the end of the relay race, there were 2 trash cans, and it was that milk jug like challenge.
Oh,
Back in the day, do you remember that?
oh yeah.
So you just like chug, see if you can chug it without throwing up. Well, one of the guys, I didn't really have, I don't know, I didn't have beef with him. I just wanted to prank him just because I really wanted to do it. And he was super easy to just prank. Well, he's not around. Well, I noticed in the back kitchen, there was a big bottle of Blue Dawn soap. So I run to the back and, oh, no. Pause.
He doesn't even know his own story.
No,
Gosh,
no,
dang
no.
it.
I just remembered. So they start drinking. Well, there's a moment he feels like he's gonna vomit, but he didn't want to do it in front of everybody. So there was, I don't know, it was like an intermission where they just paused. They both put the milk jugs down. I think he went to the restroom or something like that. Well, as he's in there, I go to the back and I get the massive Blue Dawn soap. Well, I squeeze half the bottle in the milk, and he had already drinking probably a third of it. So I'm squeezing it. Well, everyone's looking at me like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Let's just see if he can get past it. I don't know. Let's just see what happens." So I'm squeezing. I squeeze half that Dawn soap bottle. Well, I put the cap on and I gently, because I don't want to shake it too much, because then there's bubbles, and if he opens it up, it's gonna spew everywhere. So I gently just kind of rotate it and shake it a little bit. Bro, he comes back and he's fired up. I don't know how he noticed because the milk was blue, so he didn't really notice.
Blue milk.
Yeah, seriously. Star Wars Land.
Star Wars Land.
Anyways, it's actually really good.
It is.
Gave me a headache. Too much sugar. Anyways, so he comes back. They hit the clock, and the relay race starts again. They start chugging. Well, they are chugging. Well, he chugs half that gallon, and then stops, and it dawns on him there's something in this milk. Well, he
It
looks around.
dawned on him. No pun intended. Huh?
Da-dink. Where are you? You're supposed to be with the sound effects. That's perfect. Anyways, long story short, he looked around, leaned forward, and blue chunks everywhere. And it was this blue milk just all over the place.
Ew.
And he's like, who put soap in my gallon? We're all like, I don't know, man, but you did also. This is sick.
It sounds terrible.
Oh, it's terrible, but it was super rude.
Hey, man.
The guy will be nameless, but I am sorry.
Elijah, back to you. Got anything crazy you want to share about over there?
I don't know if I can share it on this podcast.
It's one of those.
You can't think of a PG or
Like-
G?
I might have to like click explicit if I share it when I post this, you know?
Oh, no.
Because it's like, it was my BC days.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
I
It was
had
like the Marine Corps days.
We have a lot of
You know?
BC Day stories too, man. But it's like, there's some where you're just like,
I
yeah,
do have one I told Mariah today. And
a BC
She
Day
did-
story.
no, it's not. I mean, yeah, it was BC, but I'd probably still do it. But it's one of those things, she didn't respond.
Probably still do it. She didn't respond because she's like, one of those, like she's looking at you like,
Yeah,
okay,
but she didn't respond though. It was just like
I married this guy.
yeah, that's exactly what she thought. But in my mind, I'm like, I'll do it again. I will say a super crazy story. When I was in high school, my dad woke me up. It was a Sunday morning, 6 a.m. He woke me up. He said, hey, I need you to wake up. You had some friends come to your house last night and leave you a present.
Oh gosh.
So in my mind, I'm like, you know, this is back in the day when T-Pain was like, it was it.
It was gold.
It was gold.
Yeah.
You fork somebody's yard, you egg it, you do crazy stuff. Well, I get out, you know, I walk out there. I'm in high school, so I'm like, what, 16? And I'm just like, my eyes swollen. I'd stayed up till like 4 a.m. playing Halo. And he was going to church. He's preaching that morning. And so, but he takes me outside. They destroyed my house. Every tree was filled with toilet paper. I mean, it looked like it snowed everywhere. What I didn't realize was on our front porch, we had a door, stairs, we had railings. They put Vaseline everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Vaseline everywhere and on the door handle. I didn't know that yet. So I walk outside, I'm looking at all this Vaseline. I mean, they put whipped cream. And dude, they destroyed my yard. And I found out who did it, and I ruined their life 2 days later. Well, I go to open the front door, and I had a massive mound, like the size of a baseball, of Vaseline in my hand. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. So I found out who did it. Oh, I got to the source, and I got some homies, and we ended up getting that person back. The cops showed up, and we ran, but my friend was still on the roof of their house.
We're not going to discuss details of what you did. Like, what the heck?
Oh, we forked their yard. We start. We forked their yard. We start TPing. We start doing all sorts.
When you
of
say
stuff.
fork, you actually got like a bunch of like forks.
Yes, you fork their yard.
I never did that to anybody.
Fork and knives. Yeah, you fork it, bro. It's amazing. It takes a long time to clean up. And a secret too, when you put toilet paper in trees, the secret to keeping the toilet paper to never get it down is you spray with a hose. So when it dries, it clamps up.
So did you use their hose?
Yes.
You're such a jerk. Oh my gosh, man.
Did that fire?
Okay, when you have kids, you're like, hey, come over here. I'm going to teach you something, man.
Dad's like, why are we out here at midnight?
That's so bad.
That terrible?
The Vaseline thing actually happened to me in college. Someone pranked me. I still don't know who it was to this day. But I will, if I ever do find out, I might just send them a pack of Vaseline wherever they live. I don't know.
Just empty out Vaseline.
Yeah, you can have all this Vaseline. But they put Vaseline underneath the car handle, the door handle. So it's the door handle, and you open it like that.
You can't clean
They
it.
put it underneath it so you can't see the Vaseline. So when I stuck my fingers in there, I'm like, what is this? And I looked down, I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was just Vaseline, like a square piece of Vaseline just on my hand. I'm just like, amazing. Sick. Yeah. It was stupid.
And you didn't know who did it.
No, I don't know. Bunch of jerks.
Yeah.
It was brutal, man. But
We did when I was in youth. We had a thing called the Yellow Show, and I did the craziest things. I was that pastor's kid that I just dressed up as the most wild things.
oh, I got a good one for you after.
You couldn't do this in today's time, but I dressed up as a butterfly. But the whole concept was they put me in a cocoon, so they put like this paper material around me. And so basically, it was like kind of like Jimmy Fallon, like a late night show. So we did this once a month with our youth, and it was just cool to get the whole community together. So like all the campuses of the church would come together and do this thing called the Yellow Show. We'd have hundreds of kids there, super fun. We'd have like a DJ, and we've had like a host and stuff like that. Well, where they wanted to place me, the goal was for me to like come out, had like wings and stuff like that, and like do this funny like crazy dance, and I painted myself all black. It was crazy. So I'm sitting, they propped me up like in the corner, but when everyone walked in, if you see the pictures, I'll show you a picture off the pod. But if you see the picture, you don't know it's a cocoon. You just see this massive like brown blob just sitting there, but no one knows what it is. And it was summertime, so we were kind of promoting youth camp and stuff like that. And so the whole goal was there's going to be a section in the show where I just pop out. Well, I'm in the fetal position. That was the only way that I could fit in the cocoon. So I kind of just bear hugged my legs on this stool on a riser with on the stage for an hour and a half. Well, they forgot about me. So the show goes through, and this is one of the craziest moments because I'm twitching so bad because I'm cramping all over my legs. So every now and then, the cocoon's like moving back and forth. Well, long story short, they end the show, and they're like, "We love you guys. Like, we'll see you next Wednesday, and we'll see you in a month here at Yellow Show." Well, lights go dead. They blare the music. Oh, well, they legit forgot I was up there. So somebody runs back on the stage and was like, "Guys, we're so sorry. We forgot to introduce you, our guest." And so they play this music, and I'm trying my hardest to get out of the cocoon. And I just plopped at the ground, and I'm like acting like I'm waking up, and I'm just like in so much pain. And I start doing this
You're
dance.
so angry, probably.
Oh, I'm so mad because they left me in the cocoon for like an hour and a half. It was ridiculous.
Oh, it's so good. In the police academy, they had what was called final inspection. So every Friday we would do inspection days. You line up in your ranks, in your squads and all that. Your training officers would come through, inspect your uniform. Final inspection at in our department, it was a tradition to dress up, like be dumb and like be goofy and dress up. And so literally it was like a Halloween day.
Oh, heck yeah.
And
But it wasn't on Halloween day. It was just a random day.
it's just tradition.
That's
like,
awesome.
You know? And it was raining. So I thought it would be a great idea to dress up as our main like sergeant of the academy. And bro, I kid you not, I have a picture of it. I could probably bring it up and put it on the camera. But I got it just dressed up in like full uniform. They have what's called the Smokey the Bear hat is what the training officers wear. It's like this big hat with a huge brim that goes all the way around. Well, I couldn't get one of those, so I just took a black cowboy hat. And then I sewed on like a bunch of stars. Stars represent how many years of service you have. So I put like 15 stars down.
You savage.
Yeah. And so what I did was once the class was lining up, I just made a really good impersonation of our sergeant. And bro, I walked up and down the ranks and down the squad lines like I was the sergeant.
Just yelling at people.
I was being disrespectful. Like I had to get in character. Like I was doing my thing. And so once the final inspection starts, our class commander, just the guy in charge of our classmate at the time, he's supposed to report to the sergeant. Well, he came and reported to me instead with the sergeant standing next to me. Bro, they lost it. They were like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. It was like, we got nothing to say. Like, you're doing a great job. Like, keep it going.
And he didn't get mad at you.
Bro, he let me do the whole thing. The whole inspection, he allowed me to walk next to him the whole time and yell at people the whole time. Yes, man. I still talk to him to this day, too.
Then the next day, he's like, don't ever do that again.
Nah, dude, he was fired up.
I freaking love
He was
that.
fired up. Shout out Sergeant Jacobs. You know.
Let's go, Jake.
Come on. Sergeant Jacobs, man.
Jacobs. Did you hear me earlier?
Jacobs
I said,
is his last name.
huh?
Jacobs is his last name.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, to hype him up. Let's go, Jake. Sorry, Jacobs. I called Jerry Lorenzo Jared by accident earlier. I called him Jared. I said, let's go, Jared Lorenzo Jerry. I'm so sorry. I meant to say Jerry.
Well, first, we're not going to get our sponsorship by Fear God ever. Now, you're probably going to get pulled over by Sergeant Jacobs. And he's definitely going to give you a ticket.
Imagine lawsuit by Fear God, and I get arrested by a guy named
The
Jake.
same day. When it rains, it pours.
Hey, so really quick, do you have anything that's PG? Or at least G? Have you dressed up as anybody crazy?
No, I don't do that.
Well, hey, man, if you're listening to this podcast,
Guys, we love y'all so much.
yeah,
This is a to be continued.
this is an episode 10.
Episode,
We
yeah.
hope you enjoyed a little bit of just laughter with us in this episode.
Some joy.
Yeah, just talking about just fun stuff, listening to Elijah's beautiful voice in the background. Just having fun. This is what we embody here at Versus. We just want to have fun with you guys. As much as the serious stuff comes out, we also want the laughter and the joy to come out too. And
100%.
you know, episode 10 is special to us. We're like, let's just talk about crazy stuff, just a couple crazy stories real quick, just to, you know, that embodies us.
Yeah. 10's a big deal. And so we just want to say thank you guys, whoever is listening and all the people that are listening. Thank you for making it through with us
Yeah.
with 10 episodes. That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Seriously. And there's many more to come. We believe it's going to blink of an eye. We're going to hit 100.
Come on, somebody.
And so we know that God's on this and he's going to use this. And
Yeah, he is.
that's what he was saying. We want to, we're not well versed, but we want to be more versed in things. But it's always good just to have just joyful moments.
Amen.
And so we love you guys. Joy is Jesus. Joy is a person. That's Jesus. So we just pray the joy of the Lord over you guys. We love y'all, but we love Jesus more.
We love Jesus more.
Let's go.
And if this impacted you, please like, subscribe, share it. Share it with your friends, share it with your family. Get the word out. We love you guys. It means a lot to us.
And ask yourself what the craziest thing has ever happened. And if you need to share it, if it's PG or G rated, maybe you should share it with someone.
Yeah, comment below.
Let's go. Love you.
Oh, wait, I do have something.
If this episode impacted you in any way, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone else you might think would be positively impacted by it too.
Let's get it.
Let's go.